Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of the Creators Corner. I'm here with Mr XGN and TSB TERRORCODE as always. We have our guest, Rogue Mcgee. He's a former XGN member and now lead photographer for Rogue Energy.
Glad to be here, guys.
Hey, first off, you didn't tell him or anyone else where we're recording from, so I don't know how to respond.
We are coming from an overgrown, sprawling half-acre estate with a two-story camper trailer house, right?
Camper trailer house. What incarnation?
I like where you're going.
We're sitting in the lawn chairs in the living room.
Yes.
I have a blueberry Faygo in hand, real life.
And listen, we had to throw the recliners out because our last guest refused to come visit us if they stayed in the double wide.
To be fair, there was some dried urine on those recliners.
Years worth.
He didn't even know about that yet, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Urine doesn't really bother me, so.
Man, he said, I'll feel right at home.
He won't survive.
All right. Hey, now, you used to be an XGN and now you're the lead photographer for Rogue. Is that what I understood?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Crazy story.
What was your XGN gamer tag?
So I used to be XGN Mcgee for about the longest time. In the beginning, it used to be XGN Gilly. Then, I switched it to XGN Mcgee because I was in XGN for 3 different occasions.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Have you ever heard of me?
I have not, no.
Bullshit.
I apologize.
Bullshit.
Hey, I wasn't talking that much shit until probably about a year ago.
Okay.
I mean, I might have heard your name before. It's not really ringing a bell.
No, I mean we've lost it already. Let's just go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No disrespect. I mean, shit, I would pretend to be like, yeah, I know you.
So, Rogue Mcgee, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So a little bit about myself. So I'm 20. I'm from Pennsylvania here, in the middle of the country. So that double wide sounds really nice to me, actually, out here in the wilderness.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, I've been a photographer for Rogue Energy for about 3 years. I've been doing other small projects with other companies. Like I said, I used to be a part of XGN for, I would say, almost 5 years or something like that until I was removed. But that's for a later story. But and I'm just out here trying to live my best life, doing what I love.
Man, removed him and then he prospered. How do you think about that?
Why'd you get removed?
So I used to be a general in my second go at XGN, and I had my own squad. We did a whole squad split, everything like that. Mm-hmm. Then I had to leave because of work and everything, and I started working at this place called Wiener's Gone Wild, which it was a hot dog place up here serving gourmet hot dogs. Anywho, when I joined back, there's a division leader that I didn't see eye to eye with, and his name was Paradox. And anywho, him and I got into a little heated argument, and at Wiener's Gone Wild, our catchphrase was #EatAWiener. So I sent that to him in a message, and then he blew it out of proportion. Corey.
God damn. I'm fucking recording something. Be quiet. God damn. All right, go ahead. I have to edit that out.
He did.
I'm pissed now. I'm really pissed.
Don't they
just walk up in there, just on the phone? I'm like, what is going on?
Don't they see us sitting in the lawn chairs?
I don't know, man. They don't see us in the lawn chairs. They don't see the damn trail of Faygo bottles leading into the living room.
I don't know.
I'm gonna start spelling "keep out" in Faygo bottles. Man, now we gotta wait for him to come back, and I'm gonna have to piece this together. Oh, he said he lost connection. Okay, thank God it wasn't my fault. Okay.
He thought you were yelling at him.
Thank God this worked out. Okay. There we go. He lost connection. Are you here?
Oh, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I just completely lost connection.
No, it is fine. That was the best time for you to lose connection because fucking someone just ran up in here on the telephone. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I was like, is this happening right now? Like, is this not, like, every episode something happens. Like, the last episode, there was people mowing the damn grass. Me running through the house. Like, there's never a dull moment here.
Right.
There's, like, no privacy anywhere.
Listen, we talk about the high quality that this, podcast is recorded in.
I'm keeping that in. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm keeping all that in. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Emma. I want to. That was funny as shit.
I heard her kick over your blue Fago.
Dude, she was pissed. I said that. She's like, oh, shit. I'm recording. Oh, shit. You ain't recording shit. Record my ass. Go ahead.
So where was I here with my story?
You were talking
mad shit. You were saying, fuck you, Paradox. I made it. I better be quiet. He might still be in the clan.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we were at. You had just said you told him to shove a wiener. Well, no, something with a wiener.
Hashtag eat a wiener. Yeah, correct.
Hashtag eat a wiener.
So, anywho, I got pulled into a party. Corey, you were there, of course. Some of the other divisional leaders, and
oh no,
you thought it was hilarious, but everybody else thought that I should be punished. So I was then removed from XGN, and then that was it. That was my time there.
That was hilarious.
You got removed from a clan for saying "eat a wiener."
Well,
as anyone can see, I have always had a sense of humor.
Yeah, I would have just handled that differently. I would have been mad at the snowflakes that were offended by that.
Yeah, but I mean, it was what it was at the time. I really wasn't in a position to lead again or anything like that. So, it was kind of for the best, I guess.
All right, so hey, drop it hot on us right here. How was it as having Mr. XGN as your clan leader?
It was honestly, it was pretty great for the most part. Really didn't hear from him that much, but he was always doing the behind the scenes type of stuff. So, we would always hear from our division leaders that would, talk to him and everything. But I think I've only talked to him a handful of times when I was actually in XGN. So, I mean, for the most part, it was great, though.
Yep.
Cool.
Pretty great. So you would say like 10 out of 10? I'm joking.
Roughly, yeah.
He said roughly 1 out of 10. That's what he rated it at.
He was like, yeah, we didn't really talk to him.
Okay. So, Rogue Mcgee, will you, tell us a little bit about your experience with gaming communities and teams?
Yeah. So, obviously, when I played for XGN, I started to get really big into the competitive scene. And that's really all that I wanted to do is I just wanted to play competitive Call of Duty like any 13-year-old kid wanted to do. But I started to pursue it a little bit more than most people. Started going to online tournaments, started winning them. And then once I left XGN, I ended up creating my own esports team. Not very successful, but we did play a few tournaments and we won a few. We lost a few. You know how that goes. But for the most part, I just always been chasing a championship or something like that. But Call of Duty is always gonna have a special place in my heart. But that's pretty much it for my gaming. I really kind of strayed away from it ever since.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned championships. TerrorCode and I are, aspiring pro duo bowlers, and we're hoping to bring home a championship this season and make our families proud.
Yes, we're hoping to, win in 2 sports. We're going to go with Wii fishing also.
Wii fishing.
Yeah, we're really wanting to put that plaque for Wii fishing right up there on the mantle and that trophy right next to it in the double wide. Yeah. And it's not a real fireplace or nothing. It's just one of those, moving TVs.
Yeah.
It outputs heat though, real good heat. It's like a little heater. It's real nice.
Keeps it nice and cozy.
Those 70 model, TVs, the big. It's got a record player built in it also, so you can listen to records or you can watch the TV.
Yeah,
pretty classy thing. It kind of really adds some swag to the place. So, hey, you said that you had started your own like esports team.
Yeah, I did.
What was the name of that team?
So I was bouncing around names, and coming up with a name was super tough for me. But I'm kind of a nerd, and I love chemistry. So I went with the element lithium, Li, and we just called it Lithium Esports. We got like a mad scientist holding 2 guns as our logo. That was kind of creative at the time, but
that's dope.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
So is it still a thing?
Kind of a thing. It's more just a small place for the boys to play with each other because of the bonds that we built trying to build the organization. And at one point in time, it was doing well, and I would like to see it do well again. It's just with photography and everything else, it's just kind of hard to build it up again.
Yeah, double wide's a place for us boys to play together.
Have you maybe you hit Rogue up about coming out to the double wide and taking some photos, for you guys?
That would be awesome.
Advertisement.
I'm sure
we can be hanging off the porch and shit. I think it'd be nice.
Yeah. It'd be pretty cool. So what you're a photographer for Rogue. What does that mean? I mean, do you travel and take photographs? What do you do?
So not entirely. So when I first joined Rogue, it was pretty much just they would send me free products and I would just take pictures of their products for them. And eventually it turned into more of an actual job to the point where I started getting paid, and it's actually like part of my career now. So I'm the lead photographer for them. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 3 years. So pretty much it will just send me products in the mail. They'll tell me what photos they'll kind of need for the month or the new products that are coming out, things like that. I just take the pictures and they just kind of post them. It's a pretty simple relationship that we got going on.
Oh, okay. So what are they paying you, like $1 million a year?
Roughly. We just had a pay cut due to COVID and everything, though. So about $700,000.
Why'd you get a pay cut? People are sitting at home gaming 24/7, drinking Rogue.
Right. But
Wait. Are we joking, or are you really making $1 million a year?
We're joking.
Oh, because I was just trying to follow. Because that's some fancy picture work there.
That's some mad cash coming in.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with Rogue Energy?
So when I started photography, I just had my camera on my phone, and I was really into all the G Fuel photography, and I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. So I was somewhat into G Fuel, so I had all these shakers and tubs laying around. So I decided to try it out, and I liked it. But then I was seeing all these other photographers getting partnered with different companies. So I found Rogue. I emailed them. They said they weren't really interested in a photographer at the time. So I bought one of their shakers. I kept posting their pictures on social media, and eventually the owner, which is his name is Zach, he reached out to me and said, "Hey, I would like to bring you a part of the team." And that was pretty much it for that.
So you get all the free merch and $1 million a year.
Pretty much, yeah, and all the products as well.
Wow. So you get all the top secret scoops.
Yes, sir.
Plus $1 million a year.
Correct.
Plus $1 million a year.
Right.
Man, that's a nice double wide you can get, man.
Hey, you obviously know the owner of Rogue. You need to hit him up about maybe sponsoring the double wide for us.
The double
wide?
Trying
to make this. Yeah, we're trying to make this a reality.
Yeah, you can move in.
Yeah.
What state are we looking at here?
Hey, man.
It has to be a southern state.
Yeah, it has to be a southern state, man. It only makes sense. It has to be on brand.
Okay. Yeah, I'll message them right after this, and we'll talk business.
Oh, yeah, man. We're going to make the double wide. It's going to be like an MTV type show. Yeah.
Yeah, we have great. The guy from Airdrop Crates is going to do a specialty crate, and he's going to sponsor us. He said it on recording.
Yeah, he said he literally told me that I'm directly responsible for all the success of airdrop crates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, and he said that he's going to help us with the backwoods crate, but he doesn't want his name attached to it for some odd reason.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense, to be honest with you.
Now listen, I got an idea for a rogue flavor. You need to help me pitch this, all right?
All right.
Creek water.
Creek
okay?
water.
Creek water.
Okay.
All right.
Or you could, for the really deep south people, it could be creek water. Either one. Same
Crick.
spelling.
You know, honestly,
Oh, man.
I think we can make that work. I think we can make the double wide work. But the only problem is, I know how much you guys like your mountain hauler soda and everything. I don't know if Rogue would like another competitor in the double wide.
We would drop it. We would never mention Mountain Holler again.
If Rogue wanted to sponsor the double wide, we would drink 10 times the recommended daily amount of that on camera for them.
I want like a mural. We can come out. They can come out. They can spray paint the siding of the double wide and get like the Rogue logo, just a big ass Rogue, and on the other side just a big number 3. And I feel like I want the double wide to look like a NASCAR, essentially.
Hey, listen, you want to talk about a photo for Rogue Energy, right? You picture Scarface, Tony Montana, sitting at the desk with a pile of cocaine in front of him, and he lays his face down it. What about if we did that with Rogue Energy, and we did that?
I think that would be perfect.
Literally. And we were all shirtless.
Of
Yes.
course. Yeah.
Shirtless with Crocs.
Yo, if you get the Rogue, if you make the Rogue double wide happen, I'll literally get a Rogue Energy face tattoo. And you can take all the pictures of it you want.
Yeah, I think it's a possibility, honestly.
We can do the Mr XGN face reveal through Rogue.
Listen, I'm not getting a face tattoo, but I would get a Rogue Energy tattoo.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It would happen.
I love being
Creek water needs to happen, the own flavor. All right. I just feel like it needs to happen. And like instead of like our own shaker cup, can you make it look just like a 7-Eleven cup, pretty much? Like that's what we need because that's all we drink out of. That's the fancy dishware.
Oh, is it?
All right. Yeah, like
Yes.
Easy Mart, one of those like super tankers, 64-ounce cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possible.
And actually, instead of shakers, can you just give us like 3 liters, like 3-liter bottles like Faygo, and just like take off the Faygo logo and just put Rogue Energy?
Wow, that's fancy.
Oh yeah, that's a big shaker.
Right.
Listen, I'm gonna take this a step further because I know we have a lot of potential sponsors out there listening to these podcasts.
Yep.
I will get a tattoo of every sponsor's name if they make the double wide a reality.
If you donate $1,
hold up. I'm limiting this. I know some people don't like to be limited, but I'm limiting that. You have to actually help sponsor the double wide to get your name tattooed somewhere on TSB TERRORCODE's body.
You know, I actually think for $10,000, we really could get a nice double wide.
Yeah,
It might be a fixer upper.
You would have to think about the overhead that's going to come out of that $10,000 also.
All right. I'll tell you what, with all this money I make from Rogue, I need to buy some better recording stuff. Keep getting disconnected.
Oh, you got disconnected again? We were having a whole conversation about the double wide. Okay. Landry, continue this man's questions. Me and Terrico got on a whole tangent about getting this double wide in order.
I don't mean to cut into the think tank, but so Rogue Mcgee, what knowledge do you feel gamers can gain by being in a community?
One of the biggest takeaways from a gaming community is honestly, what I personally learned was family. You know, when I was in XGN or any other community organization, that everybody kind of had your back and was there for you no matter what. You always had people to play with. Nobody discriminated you for who you were, color, race, gender, or anything like that. So I think that was one of the most important things because there's people out there that don't actually have a family in their real life. So they use Xbox or PS4 or any gaming console to escape from that reality, to get away from those people and just have somebody that they can actually rely on and talk to.
Yeah, just don't make a wiener
Yeah, of
joke.
course. That goes south.
Or that goes all out the window. It's like, fuck family. You made a wiener joke, you're out.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as you don't tell someone to eat a wiener, that's it.
Then we're family.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say a lot of other things, but you can't say that.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, man. That's a weird time, dude. I'm just glad that I found it humorous then, and I find it humorous now.
Yeah, it was something. I couldn't keep a straight face during the serious meeting that we were having about it.
I must not liked you too much because I damn sure wouldn't like jumping in front of bullets for you.
Yeah, I agree. The thing about clans and family and stuff, the old saying about how you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends. That's very
Yeah,
relevant,
exactly.
especially on Xbox Live and the internet in general.
Yeah, I mean, I met a lot of great people through the community that I still talk to on a day-to-day basis. I actually met a few people that ended up being a divisional leader later that only lived an hour away from me. So it's kind of crazy where, people come from all sorts of walks of life.
Yeah.
True.
It's definitely an experience.
So I think that how you got involved with Rogue Energy is like really awesome. You reached out to them and they turned you down and you didn't give up. Do you have any advice for people in our scene that aspire to become photographers or aspire to work with bigger companies?
Honestly, just build your portfolio. That's the biggest thing, biggest thing. Start small, then work your way up. I started with Rogue, and now I'm working with Sheets. Now I just got a partnership with Sheets, things like that. It's pretty much just building your portfolio, and you need to take criticism from other people, but also you got to have your own style. So just because their style is different than yours, you shouldn't get discriminated or anything like that. Just keep doing you and keep building your brand.
Yeah, that's very true in anything you do, whether you're leading a clan or whatever. You lead the way you lead.
Exactly.
You do things the way you do them. Don't be afraid to, walk to the beat of your own drum. And just because it works for someone else doesn't mean that it works for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people they get ahead of themselves a lot. Like they'll like make a clan and they'll like instantly start applying for sponsors and they'll instantly start doing this. And I'm like, maybe you should kind of focus on building yourself, kind of focus on building that foundation and kind of like do your thing, whether, anyone's watching or not. You know what I mean? Like play the part. And I feel like that goes for anything in life. Like, you kept taking, the photos and kept grinding and doing the thing and playing the part before you had the part. And then you got offered the position.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that goes with anything.
I also feel that these smaller teams are, they're getting partnerships that aren't really relevant to their organization. There's console teams getting partnerships with PC gaming companies, things like that. Or the biggest thing that I see today is a lot of people are getting the word affiliate and sponsorship mixed up, and it's kind of making their organization kind of look bad, and they're not really looking for the quality sponsorships.
Why don't you kind of explain the difference of those real quick to people? Because I noticed that as well, and that's a big thing I stress to newer organizations and the difference between that.
Right. So, for instance, Rogue Energy is a prime example. So Rogue offers an open affiliate sponsorship. So what that means is anybody can sign up, put their information in, and get a discount code. That discount code's worth 10%, and then you do earn commission. So it's like you're working for the company at that point. You earn commission, you make sales, whatever, you make money. But a sponsorship is something like you get your own custom shake or custom flavor, such as G Fuel. G Fuel does that a lot with like FaZe or KSI, bigger names like that. But a lot of people mix those two up because they're kind of similar, and people just get excited and they're saying I'm sponsored, but at the same time they're kind of getting the wrong idea about it all. And that's one of the biggest things that happens at Rogue Energy. People feel like they're entitled to free products because they're an affiliate, things like that. So, and again, it just makes them and their organization kind of look bad.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, like, personally, like, I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I feel like the affiliate thing, I think it's cool for, like, individuals, but to me, like, as an organization, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, you know, sustain, to me, like, off an affiliate. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought the affiliate kind of thing made more sense for individual versus, like, organizations. But I see people often enough kind of getting that confused and kind of jumping out and getting involved in that. And me personally, I would rather build something and have a base that can actually support, you know, a company, et cetera, because as affiliate could be a good opportunity to kind of get your name out there and get seen. But if you're just starting out, I mean, you only get one chance to kind of make a name for yourself and make that lasting
Correct.
impact, right? And I feel like, you know, maybe you're cutting yourself short by setting up, you know, this affiliate partnership type thing without having anyone that's going to even purchase it or utilize your code. And then you've kind of used your opportunity to kind of make a lasting
Right.
impact.
And I agree 100%.
Yeah.
So how do you feel gamers should present themselves when working with large companies?
They should definitely do it in a professional manner. When they're emailing companies, they should, you know, obviously have a proper email format. They should have their website. They should have a header. They should even have maybe their logo that they're trying to represent themselves with. Do everything in a professional manner, because that speaks volume, and that definitely goes a long way compared to just a short DM saying, "Hey, give me a free product," or "Hey, I want to take pictures for you." You really got to build yourself. You know, everything in, you know, the gaming industry is a business, and with business it comes professionalism.
Absolutely.
So, does clan name matter?
See, kinda. To me, I don't know. It's hard to say, because I feel as if a clan, it shouldn't be copy and pasted. So, like, there's a bunch of clans out there that's like Spade, or I can't even think of any other ones, but there's a lot of like just generic name clans, and that kind of just seems unprofessional as well.
I could tell you one I bet you've never heard of. Go ahead, TerrorCode.
Take a seat, bitch.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Yeah.
Take a seat, bitch. That's
TSB.
totally unique, and I feel like it's something that Rogue needs to get behind.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Personally. All right.
It's not. Look, we were shooting for something. I mean, you had all these generic clans back then, KSI, you know, MEA, and then later on you had like generic names like XGN, stuff like that. But we were trendsetters. You know, we laid a trail for people who wanted to be outside the box and not fit into that cookie cutter mold of this is how you do it.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, a lot more, you know, like biker clubbish.
Yes. Biker biker clubbish, yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
We kind of we go along the lines of cyber terrorism, actual real life terrorism. You know, we kind of do stuff like that.
No. Look. All right, look. Take a seat, bitch is a very good name. All right, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why it's good for Rogue. Everyone needs to take a seat, bitch, and drink some Rogue. All right, that's what you need to do.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think that's a great name.
All right, I think it's a great name. I think it's marketed to like the mature, like more, you know, raw audience. I feel like that's the kind of people that would drink Rogue Energy. The kind of people that are fucking ready to go, you know, on edge. Like, let's fucking do this, like, type shit. I feel like this is the perfect brand relationship made in heaven.
All right. Tell me this. We're talking about clan names. If you're rolling up to a fight, a street fight, do you want to take a bunch of people from a clan called Take a Seat, Bitch? Or do you want to roll up with some guys who ride Vespas and Jesus Creepers and stuff like that, skinny jeans from XGN?
Welcome to the X-Guile Gaming Network.
Yeah. I mean, you make a very valid point there. It's a little bit more fierce.
According to my calculations.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are going to get off their Vespas, take their pens out of their pocket protectors and their little spiral notebooks and start taking notes. Or do you want guys that are going to get off their Harleys with baseball bats and start cracking heads?
When does this turn into a story time?
I wanted a professional opinion on this.
All right, man. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is we showed up in the same car, so who's the real loser? It's hanging out with me. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, you got me there.
All right, we showed up in the same vehicle. All right, real watch. I'm
we
telling
rolled up
Mom.
in the same damn S10.
Yeah, we were all piled in that motherfucker. It's extended cab too, so we got people in the back. For Life and Jiggy are behind the seat, and they are not comfortable.
Yeah, it looks like a clown car at the circus. Motherfucker, you just keep climbing out.
Bro, they're complaining the whole time. They're like, yo, can you lean up? I'm like, no.
Just hit them with a nah.
Dude, Jiggy just starts smacking me in the back of the head and shit every 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, it's horrible.
Screaming at us to change the cassette.
No, wait, we got the cassette player that goes into the portable CD player, so we can play CDs. You put the cassette in, and then there's a wire that comes out, and it plugs in, so we can play CDs.
Oh yeah, there you go, burnt CDs, real mixtapes.
So, Rogue Mcgee, do you still game, and what games do you still play in 2020?
So I still play. I play a little bit of Call of Duty still. Pretty casual. That's really about it, to be honest with you. I've been playing a little bit of Madden, sports games, but mostly Call of Duty when I get a chance.
Man,
I gave up on sports games when my son got good enough to beat me at them. I used to just dominate the shit out of him, and then all of a sudden he got really good, and I retired.
I'm waiting for a new bowling game. There needs to be a EA bowling game.
Think of the Wii fishing tournaments we can have, bro.
I'm just saying, man, that shit could be crazy. I actually got that game.
Yeah.
Man, we need to make that happen. But I don't know, man. You need to try out not Rogue. You need to try out Apex, dude. Rogue needs to try out Apex. Apex is the shit. That is
Apex
the game.
is a damn good game.
It really is. You don't even play it, TerrorCode.
So, I have. I mean, listen, I burn myself out on games. I play one until I can't play it anymore, and then I swap.
We need to play, man. We have to play Apex.
You know what's weird about games is the games that I play the most frequently are pretty much the free games. Smite, Apex, things like that.
We still have to play Minecraft, that dude from last video.
Did he hit you up?
No, but I have to find him.
What? Listen.
I want to record a video of us doing it and putting it on a YouTube channel.
Okay.
That's going to be fun. So we can prove that we hang out with people.
Yeah. I'm down.
So, Rogue Mcgee, what are your social media accounts, and how can the communities connect with you?
I'm on Twitter at Gilly McGee 282, and that's pretty much really my main social media. I live on Twitter for the most part. I mean, other than that, I'm on TikTok. Same handle. And I got a little bit of TikTok clout. I had a video hit 5 million views, and then that was pretty much it.
We have a famous TikToker in our podcast.
I know.
We should have announced him as that. Fuck all the other shit.
Holy shit.
Yo, what is the TikTok
about? The TikTok, I kind of use Kobe Bryant's death as clout chasing.
What the fuck?
It was just the timing. It was just the timing of everything. So I work at Dick's Sporting Goods, and when Kobe passed away, I was a pretty big Kobe fan. So I was looking at the shoes because I work in the footwear department. And at the bottom sole, I noticed there was Braille on the actual Kobe's. So I spent my whole shift learning Braille. And ended up filming a TikTok because I found out that the Braille is actually his kids' names. And, put it on TikTok that night, hit 2 million views in 12 hours. And I just about a week or two ago, Bleacher Report put it on all their social medias. dunk, a lot of big pages. So it's gaining a lot more traction now.
Wow, that's wild, yeah.
Hey, have you followed that up with some more groundbreaking shit, or are you just going to be a one-hit wonder?
So I have 9 total views, and each one has over 10,000 views. The few videos after the fact of that big video, they only have about 500,000 views. But they're just pretty dumb. They're just kind of skits, different things like that. I really don't have a general idea where I'm heading with the TikTok thing. But like that's how I got my partnership with Sheets. Doing things like that.
Look here, man.
Wow.
You could come to the double wide, and you could be a dual force. You could represent Rogue, and you could be our official TikTok.
That'd be awesome.
We can make the double wide at TikTok house. All right, this is gonna be better than the hype house, all that shit. Terracode's gonna make a TikTok. We're all gonna launch our TikTok careers. I'm telling you,
Terracode has a TikTok.
Okay. I didn't know about this, but I need to see this immediately. This is mind-blowing information right here. Breaking news. Terracode, this is all about you now. Tell the world your TikTok.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. Never mind, world. Sorry. False alarm. That's such an old person thing. That's an old person. I forgot my TikTok.
I got the app on my phone. I don't have to go to it. I just click the app.
I got the application on my cellular device, but I don't know my username.
It's either going to be TSB Terrorcode or Cowbell Jones. I can assure you, one of those two.
All right. Well, follow them both, everyone. Dude, Terracode's a professional tiki-talker.
So this is a question for you, Rogue Mcgee, and I guess also Mr. XGN. What's your favorite flavor of Rogue Energy?
That is tough.
Oh,
so my favorite is
grape popsicle.
I was just about to say grape popsicle. It's yeah.
I knew you was.
If you have a peanut butter sandwich with the grape popsicle, it tastes good because it's like a peanut butter and jelly combo. You should try it out. It's nice.
Heavenly. It literally tastes like a melted grape popsicle. It is good. Delicious.
It is super good. Have you had the new flavors? They're pretty good too. The hydration is what I'm drinking right this second. The fruit punch. Pretty good.
Some of that.
All right. So, do you want to tell us any other information about yourself or the companies that you worked with that you'd like to share?
Since it's kind of relevant, I actually used to work with Airdrop Crates with Nick and everybody as your recent guest, and it was all right. It was a pretty good partnership there. Then we kind of went our own ways, but he definitely has a nice company over there. I mean, other companies I've worked for is Jerky XP, Jerky Pro, Gamer Goo. A lot of the esports relevant companies. I'm just trying now to spread out and do more like weddings and things like that with my career personally, trying to kind of get away from the esports. But it's always gonna have a special place in my heart.
That's impressive, dude. I mean, you've worked with a lot of companies and a lot of people that I know for sure. So that's impressive, dude. And it's crazy that you came from this scene. Like, I feel like that's what we want to do with this podcast is kind of highlight people that's originated from here, originated from our community, because not everyone knows about this, man. You know what I'm saying? You're part of a rare club of people that kind of understand this world. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. Do you think that you would be where you were right now if you had never joined an Xbox Live plan?
See, honestly, I was just thinking about that. Honestly, probably not. Because, XGN has took me to a multitude of different places in my life. It's so tough. Because, like, I remember when I was a general, I would cancel plans to go out with friends just because I had a meeting to do at 8 o'clock. And, I think about that all the time. Maybe if I didn't go to that meeting, I would have met another group of people that would have took me down a new path of life. So now, honestly, I don't think I would be where I am today with it if it wasn't for XGN.
That's kind of the whole point of what we've been saying is that plans have helped a lot of people get to where they are. in our opinion, in my opinion, I think Corey agrees. Clans
100%.
have put a lot of people in, and a lot of those people have forgotten about clans. We haven't,
Right.
you know. I mean, we're not the minor leagues of the internet
No.
world. We're actually the originators of things, you know. So we're trying to bring the focus back to that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you guys didn't XGN, for instance, have a lot of pro players back in like 2013 when it just originated. That kind of started some other people's careers as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, we signed a lot of players. Like a lot of the players we have specifically for our Gears of War team went on to play for like Optic, and you know was, as you know, like one of the most winningest like Gears of War teams, and had like one of the best runs ever. Like that team originally was like exiled Gears of War. So like you know, there's been a lot of players that's kind of started here and then went on and done, you know, crazy talented things. You know, we've signed a lot of like, you know, well-known players as well. You know, it's something we wanted to, you know, look into getting back into as far as like esports, but I feel like the scene as a whole like has to kind of move there as a unit. I feel like, you know, before like it was just kind of like us and then like other teams like kind of like sent like a team for a few events, but I feel like whenever this hobby hops back into esports, it needs to be a unified goal that we're trying to reach. You know what I mean? Yeah, to get that representation, because it's all about bringing eyes back to this hobby and this scene as a whole, and not just individual brands.
I agree.
Yeah,
and not necessarily you, because you're a very humble person, you know, or you appear to be that way. But some people get or become successful, and they seem to look down on the clan scene, and that frustrates me, because they got to where they were because of the clan scene.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree.
And
a lot of people definitely do that, and I mean, it's just not even necessarily in the esports world. You know, you have that in real life. You know, when pros make it to you know, the major leagues for baseball, they don't really remember their coaches or, you know, people that helped them get to that point in their life. And that's, you know, that's kind of a shame, because without them people, they would never be in the position that they were today.
Agreed.
Well, you probably heard us discuss in previous episodes. You know, people like you know, the YouTuber KSI. You know, he started off and got his name from KSI. You know, Keemstar started off, his first videos was, you know, from this scene. You know, on like trolling like, you know, clans like MEA and KSI and just messing with them. And there's a lot of people that originated from this hobby, this clique. You know, like FaZe Rain at one point was KSI Rain. Like there's a lot of people that have been attached here that just don't mention it or kind of discuss it, or you know, kind of just moved on, etc. So
yeah, and I think it's a shame, but I mean, at the same time, I feel like people don't realize that one small stepping stone really makes a difference, and I feel like maybe that's why it gets overlooked a lot, because they didn't really think it impacted their life that much, but in reality, it truly did.
It definitely teaches you work ethic more than anything, especially if you take advantage of the system
100%.
completely. It'll definitely teach
100%.
you work ethic.
Yeah, and responsibility.
Yeah, and problem solving and a whole bunch of other things.
Yes, very much so. Apparently, it gives people around the scene gray hairs also.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you guys have anything else you want to add, like any closing statements?
Oh, I mean, I would just like to ask. You know, we were talking about the double wide here. We also mentioned our backwoods box. Hey, Corey, what if in every backwoods box there was a creek water flavored Rogue energy product?
That's what I'm saying, man. We need to make it happen. Like this is like next generation shit. This is like what really people I know they're waiting for. They're leaning out of their recliners. They're literally barefoot on their front porch, excited, waiting for this to launch. And man, I'm telling you, you just wait. If you get this like EBT approved, it's
Game over.
Yeah. 100%. I don't believe Nick knew what EBT was when we asked
I don't
him that
think he did
question,
either.
I listened to that
No.
part.
He didn't no idea, dude. He's never heard of that.
Hey, do you think that you would survive at the Ego House, bro? In this double wide full of, testosterone and male masculinity and guys smashing beer cans on their forehead and doing crazy shit like Jackass 100 times over the country version?
I feel like I could survive a while. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my forever home, but I could definitely be there for a little bit.
I'm telling you, make this happen, you can have the master bedroom.
Say
man.
less.
Let's do it.
On the second floor.
Executive decision. We got. If you make it happen, you know what I'm saying. You get that. We'll put you. It ain't gonna be in ground, but we'll put you above ground swimming pool in your bedroom, a water bed in your bedroom. You can have the good recliner. The actual footrest actually works on that one.
Yes. Not the one that you had to have somebody come push your foot down so that.
You have to or you get stuck, or you have to spread your legs like a crab to get up off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have your own personal 8-track player, and you can listen to this podcast over and over because you will get a copy of this on 8-track.
Actually, we need to have a bunch of old school TVs, not flat screens, just old shitty 22-inch, 19-inch TVs, just playing the podcast on repeat.
Hey,
all throughout the house.
I was thinking about this. What if when they opened up the Backwoods crate, Johnny Paycheck, Take This Job and Shove It started playing on repeat?
Dude, I feel like only classics, man. I feel like that would fit perfect.
Yeah.
Man, I feel like I still feel like Indian Outlaw should play, man.
That's a pretty classy tune. I'm not gonna lie. So if you came to the Ego double wide and you were packing up from your house to move there, what are the 4 things that you would for sure put in your Walmart trash or Walmart carryout bags that you
4 things, huh? 4 things. All right,
yes.
first thing would be the camera. We got to have something to take pictures of you guys with. Ooh, this is tough. This is definitely tough. Febreze,
yes,
I'd bring a Febreze can.
You just assume we're gonna be stinking.
What the hell is Febreze?
I would bring a picture of my dog. Yeah, so I can remember him.
Why don't you just bring your dog?
I don't think my dog could.
We're all gonna have there's gonna be about 30 other dogs. Everybody else is bringing their animals. There'll be dog hair, cat hair, then ferret hair.
If we're not splitting up 4 or 5 animal fights a day, what the hell are we trying to do with our lives?
Yeah, I mean, honestly. We can have dog fights in our living room.
All right, so you would bring your camera, Febreze, a picture of your dog, because he obviously doesn't want to bring his dog around us. And what would be the 4th item?
Yeah,
I have this trophy that sits up on my stand. It's a Pinewood Derby trophy that I won back in 2006. I think I would bring.
You put that on the mantle with 100%. The rest of our trophies.
Yep.
My contribution.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Instead of esports trophies, we got Wii fishing plaques, and damn bowling trophies.
I got
damn dog show trophies.
Look here, I got a 3-foot tall trophy I won in high school for having the grand champion pig at the county fair through the FFA. That's going up there.
Hey, I had the best beagle 7 years in a row.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had the best hunting dog.
Yeah. Might steal some of my little sister's academic awards so that we can make it look like we know something about.
Yeah, just steal all.
I was just thinking.
Start stealing Landry shit.
Yeah.
I do.
Wait, Landry, do you have trophies? All right, we're gonna steal all her trophies, put it on the mantle.
Yeah.
Just start bragging none of this shit's mine. My daughter got this.
Hey, that's what I do with all these damn college
I help pay
diplomas
for
she's got around
those.
here.
I know.
Yeah, I say I financed this right here, guys. Look at that.
Look at this.
Look at this. I worked real hard to buy that far.
Yeah.
That bachelor's degree right there, I worked a lot of 70-hour weeks for that.
Hell yeah. Start showing it off.
Yeah. So those are your top 4 must-have items. Okay. And you will bring them in Walmart.
If I have one laying around, if not, I'll just grab.
Yeah, we will accept Dollar Tree or Dollar General bags.
What's your top 4? What's your top 4, TerrorCode?
My top 4. Let's
Yeah.
see here. If I was walking out of my house, I would bring guns, and I say plural.
You gotta keep people in line, man. You never know. People start tripping.
Yeah, I would bring those guns out of my room. I would bring my mini fridge because I don't want you some bitches digging around through my stuff.
You think that's gonna stop me?
I'm gonna have a trail. I'm gonna have a trail cam pointed at it.
You catch me on the cam every night like a deer in headlights, just looking at it.
Let me see. One absolute, I would have to have my cell phone because I talk to my granddaughter on FaceTime a lot, and my mom. So there's that, and I would bring my damn grill because I like cooking on it.
Hell yeah, that's good. I don't have to bring none of that shit. I'm just gonna be freeloading off you. Hell yeah, you gonna be like, dude, who's putting shit in my mini fridge? I'll be like, sorry, man. I just need somewhere to stash some shit.
Now, for real list, I would bring my guns. I would probably bring my grill for real because I like cooking on my grill.
Yeah.
Personal hygiene. I'm really fanatical about washing my hands, taking baths and showers, and being clean.
Yeah.
And that goes along with cologne because I obsess about smelling good. And then I would, all bullshit aside, I would bring my blanket that I've been sleeping with since I was born.
Yeah.
47 years old.
Hell yeah. I want to, man, I might need my coveralls for when we go hunting.
Yeah.
In case it gets cold, them cold nights, never know.
I got the guns.
I got the guns, you know what I'm saying? Go out, bring them steel toe boots out, you know what I'm saying, in case shit gets real.
Every day I
some shit. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? A can opener. Actually, scratch that. A damn utility knife that has like everything on it.
Yeah.
We need one of them 100%. At all times, I feel like that would be the number one tool. For one, somebody start acting up. That's just my
carrying stuff. That's you're describing what I wear and carry every day so far.
Well, I'm telling you, you didn't bring none of that shit, so I gotta bring it for us.
That's what I'm walking in there wearing. That's
there's a good chance that Porky's gonna be there, man, and I don't need his ass acting up. I'm telling you, if I gotta stab Porky, it's gonna be bad.
I'm gonna bring him damn guns because you and Polar's gonna act right.
Hey, if me and Polar want to hold hands and shit,
mind your business.
That's just gonna happen. Okay, mind your business. All right, so I got the damn coveralls. I got the utility knife. All right. Y'all don't understand. I have to bring a couple Playboys just in case. You know what I'm saying? In case anybody starts acting up. If anybody starts, and not for me, don't get it twisted. If somebody starts trying to put hands on me, I'm going to say, hey, here's your magazine. Enjoy yourself. Get off me. Because you never know. People might get handsy, you know. There's a house full of, people. It gets hot. It gets sweaty. Hormones start acting up. You never know. We don't need no double wide getting sexual and shit. We don't need that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no brothel. And my lucky pillow. I have a lucky pillow that stays cool no matter what. And I don't know how or why, but that pillow will never get hot.
That's not a bad list.
All right.
Landry, what about you? What 4 things did you come when you came to visit, or would you come?
Up the street.
Damn.
Febreze. Thank God I don't have to bring Febreze. I guess Germex, dish soap. I know y'all aren't gonna have any curtains, so I guess I could help y'all out with something like that. Just basic necessities. You know those are gonna be torn up from all those dogs.
Yeah.
I know y'all are
gonna
be simple, yeah. So I guess it's basic necessities that you guys would not even think of. Probably like sheets for y'all's beds, because I know y'all aren't gonna have any.
We'll have dish detergent. That's what we wash clothes with too.
Yeah, maybe some
sheets for the
beds.
beds. I know that's a good idea. See, that's definitely. You just talking about our house when you was a teenager.
They better be waterproof sheets, because you know what I'm saying. People start drinking and start pissing the bed and shit. That's gonna be messed up. That's why we need a water bed, so it's just rubber.
People used to come in my house when Landry was like 15 or 16 and be like, what, your house always looks nice. You got paper towels. I'm like, yeah, I don't go buy that shit. Landry does.
Don't open
I
the
don't know what the
fridge.
hell is here.
Damn, that's the standard for a nice house. Hey, you got paper towels.
You got. It's like it's a real house, and not a like I said. We had the TSB house back then. So, all right, picture you walk in our house. The living room was a fold-out bed, right? In the dining room, behind the dining room table was a little half bed, and then it was a 3-bedroom house. And some of those bedrooms had, one of the bedrooms had 2 beds in it, and then you had Landry's room, and then you had my room, and there would be motherfuckers passed out on every one of those beds
Tripping
and
over
recliners
guy
and shit
every
too.
time I
So
came home. Like, do you have a home?
We need to allocate the funding for this double wide. It needs to happen. This is going to be the next big community reality TV show.
yeah, we can make this happen.
Right, yeah.
All right, get to work on it. Let's make it happen. All right, get Rogue on board, man.
I will.
All right.
And who else did you say you were partnered with?
Sheets, yeah.
Yeah, what's
it's it's our largest gas station up here. So it's like,
Hey, they got money.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Hey, you hit up all your people. We'll make
and
this
then we'll
happen.
just wait. Yeah, you just make it happen, and we'll do all the hard stuff, like moving in.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be fire, man.
Yeah.
Look, you come in, you record the whole thing, launch it on YouTube, a whole Rogue Energy reality TV show, powered by Rogue, sponsored by Rogue, flavored by Rogue. All right. I'll tell you another thing, man. This is what they need to get into. They need to get into the hygiene market. Rogue deodorant. I want deodorant for every Rogue flavor.
Oh, you're on to something there.
Body
Rogue
wash.
Hygiene subscription boxes. Airdrop crates. Watch the fuck out. Watch your back. Rogue is getting in the game.
Hey. Yeah, body wash and Rogue Energy flavors.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, Rogue Mcgee. If you do order from Rogue Energy, don't forget to use code XGN. Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we leave?
No, raise hell, praise hell.
All I'm going to say is catch bass, eat ass. Signing out.